Well, gas prices rising for the 21st day, but instead of encouraging more energy production, Washington's actually clamping down on natural gas. And now we've been called the Saudi Arabia of natural gas. Think about that. We have more natural gas deposits in this country than the rest of the world combined, yet the Environmental Protection Agency is still trying to slow down drilling. So imagine if a Saudi agency got in the way of oil drilling there. I think they'd be executed, actually, in Saudi Arabia. No, we don't execute here, but maybe imprison people for a long time. My next guest not at all surprised by this, not the imprisonment thing, but Republican Oklahoma Senator James Inhofe joins me now, and he's not a fan of this. His latest book, The Greatest Hoax, is all about the energy mix and mess. And by the way, he knows this industry better than anyone. So, Senator, what do you make of this? Why would we try to make it more difficult to get something that we have in plentiful supply?
Well, because, Neil, you're dealing with a guy who's had a war on fossil fuels since long before he was president of the United States. And you might remember that it was Stephen Chu said we need to raise the price of gas to, up to the European standards. Did you hear what he said today?
Energy Secretary, but go ahead.
Did you hear what he said today? They asked him the question over in the House, and they said, is it your effort to bring down the price of gas to the administration? He said no. So it's been for a long time, the war on fossil fuels. But look, it's the overregulation. I often say, and we've talked about this before, with a president who's come up with a total of 4 budgets that had $5.3 trillion of deficit, I contend that there's greater hardship and damage inflicted on our economy from the overregulation than from the deficits. And look what we have right now in the United States of America. We have more recoverable reserves for coal, oil, and gas than any country in the world.
So what are they doing? Are they just making it more difficult to get it out of the ground, or policing environmentally how cleanly we do it? No. It's just off limits. He doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want to do it offshore.
Okay,
I got you.
No, he doesn't want to do it. And, you said that I'm a little bit familiar with the energy industry. I'm from Oklahoma. Did you know that the first hydraulic fracturing that took place in my state of Oklahoma in 1949? There's never been a confirmable case of groundwater contamination in all those years, millions of applications. And yet right now he doubled the amount of appropriation to the EPA to regulate the hydraulic fracturing. He's trying to take it over from the federal government.
So you don't buy him, Senator, when he says, that is the president, that, look, I'm jump ball, I'm for everything, I'm for more oil exploration. He said, it's increased under his presidency. Just bear with me, sir. And that he's pursuing green, he's pursuing wind, he's pursuing everything. You think he's misleading us?
No, he's just not telling the truth. He used the term. He used the term all of the above. That's a Republican term. That's what we have used. Yes, we want renewables down the road, but you got to run this machine called America in the meantime, and it takes oil and gas.
So what do you make when Chuck Schumer says, Senator, we ought to go to the Saudis and ask them to pump up more oil?
Well, I saw that he said to read it twice because I couldn't believe it. Why would you go begging to the Saudis when all we have to do is produce our recoverable reserves here in the United States? And I can take, by the way, in my book, we talk a lot about this, so I want to make sure everyone realizes that there is an answer to all this.
By the way, that's very few authors take the book, show it on camera. Touche to you, but continue that.
Well, I was afraid you wouldn't do it, Neil.
Are you kidding? We just showed it, but go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, when we have these reserves that we can recover and do our own thing, it's just ludicrous that we would not want to do it. And I think the American people are wise enough to know there's not a person of the millions of people watching us right now who didn't learn back in elementary school about supply and demand. We have the supply here. It's the politicians who won't let us go after it. We're the only country in the world that doesn't do that.
Thank you, Senator, very much. The book is The Greatest Hoax, How the Global Warming Conspiracy Threatens Your Future. Good stuff. Thank you, sir. Always good seeing you.
Thank you, Neil.
Meanwhile, stocks moving up at the